Hello, my dear friends. Welcome to another quiet journey with Sleepy Storyteller. Tonight, as you settle into your cozy sanctuary, let us drift together into a tale as old as the universe itself, a story of an invisible force that holds us all gravity. This is the sleepy story of gravity, how the universe holds itself together. A long bedtime tale crafted just for you, to soothe your mind and guide you into the sweetest of dreams. Take a deep breath now, let your shoulders soften, and imagine with me a vast, endless night sky above you speckled with countless stars, each one tethered to the other by a silent, gentle pull. This unseen embrace is gravity. It's the force that keeps the moon dancing around our Earth, the force that ensures we stay grounded as we rest tonight, and the force that has shaped every corner of the cosmos since the very beginning of time. As we wander deeper into this tale, let your worries melt away. Picture yourself lying on a soft blanket under that starry sky, feeling the gentle weight of the earth beneath you, holding you close. Gravity is not just a scientific wonder. It's a storyteller's muse, a thread woven through ancient myths, curious minds, and the very fabric of our reality. Tonight, we'll journey from the birth of the universe, to the apple falling from a tree, to the mysteries that still linger in the minds of dreamers and scientists alike. So close your eyes if you haven't already. Let my voice be your guide, and allow the story of gravity to wrap around you like a warm, comforting blanket. We'll take our time. There's no rush, just a slow, flowing river of words to carry you wherever you wish to go. Are you ready, my friend? Let us drift now to the very beginning, to a time before time, when gravity first whispered its presence into the void. Chapter 1. The Cosmic Dance, Gravity in the Universe. And so, my dear friend, let us drift now to the very beginning, to a moment before time itself had a name, before stars, before planets, before anything we could ever imagine. Close your eyes a little tighter and picture with me a vast, infinite void. There's no light, no sound, just an endless expanse of nothingness. But within this nothingness, something stirs. A spark, a whisper of energy, a moment so powerful that it would birth everything we know. This, my friend, is the Big Bang, the first heartbeat of the universe, happening some 13.8 billion years ago. Feel yourself floating there weightless in the void, as this incredible explosion of energy unfolds. In that first fleeting instant, the universe expands faster than we can fathom, spreading heat and light, and the tiniest of particles in every direction. And with this expansion, a silent force awakens. It's gravity, the gentle hand of the cosmos, born in the chaos, yet destined to bring order. Can you sense it? That invisible pull, even in the earliest moments, beginning to draw things together, as if the universe itself longed for connection. Let's linger here a while in this newborn universe, where gravity is just finding its voice. Scientists tell us that in those first fractions of a second, the fundamental forces of nature took shape. Gravity, though the weakest of these forces, would become the architect of everything. It's a quiet force, unassuming, yet without it, there would be no stars to light the night sky, no planets to call home, no you or me to share the story tonight. Imagine that as you rest there, the idea that gravity is the universe's way of holding itself together, a cosmic hug stretching across billions of years. As we drift deeper into this tale, let's watch as gravity begins its slow, patient work. The universe cools, and those tiny particles from the Big Bang, bits of matter and energy, start to feel gravity's gentle tug. They cluster together, forming clouds of gas and dust, swirling in the darkness like dancers in a grand, endless ballroom. Picture it with me now, these vast clouds spinning and collapsing under their own weight, growing denser and hotter with every passing moment. And then after millions of years, something miraculous happens. A spark ignites at the center of one such cloud, and a star is born. Breathe deeply now, and imagine that first star beacon of light in the infinite dark. Gravity is its creator, pulling matter so tightly together that the pressure and heat give rise to nuclear fusion, the process that makes stars shine. That star and billions more like it owe their existence to gravity's persistent embrace. And as these stars form, gravity continues its dance, grouping them into galaxies, vast islands of light scattered across the cosmos. Our own home, the Milky Way, is one such masterpiece, a spiral of stars and dust held together by gravity's unseen threads. Let us wander a little further to see how gravity shapes not just stars, but the very structure of the universe. Scientists have learned that gravity doesn't just pull things together. It also governs how the universe expands. After the Big Bang, everything rushed outward, and even now, billions of years later, that expansion continues. But gravity fights against it, tugging at the fabric of space itself, trying to slow things down. It's a delicate balance, a cosmic tug-of-war between the push of expansion and the pull of gravity. And as you lie there, nestled in your cozy space, imagine being part of that balance, feeling the gentle pull of gravity right here on Earth, while the universe stretches endlessly beyond. As we float here together in the vast expanse of the early universe, let's allow our minds to wander even further to the stranger, more mysterious corners of the cosmos where gravity reveals its most powerful and enigmatic side. Breathe deeply now, let your body relax a little more. And imagine with me a place where gravity's pull becomes so strong, so overwhelming, that not even light itself can escape. This, my friend, is the realm of the black hole, one of the universe's most captivating wonders. Picture it now, a star, much like the ones we watched being born, reaching the end of its long, brilliant life. When a massive star exhausts its fuel, it can no longer fight against gravity's relentless tug. The star collapses under its own weight, shrinking smaller and smaller, until it becomes a point of infinite density, a singularity. Around this point, gravity is so intense that it warps space and time, creating a boundary we call the event horizon. Beyond this boundary, nothing returns. Not light, not sound, not even the whispers of the universe itself. As you rest there, imagine gazing at a black hole from a safe distance, seeing the way it bends the light of nearby stars like a dark, silent whirlpool in the fabric of space. Let's linger on this thought for a moment, feeling the awe of such a mysterious force. Scientists tell us that black holes are scattered across the cosmos, some born from dying stars, others supermassive ones, lurking at the hearts of galaxies like our own Milky Way. These giants, millions or even billions of times heavier than our sun, are thought to anchor entire galaxies together. Their immense gravity holding stars in orbit over unimaginable distances. Isn't that a comforting thought in a way? That even in the darkest, most hidden places, gravity is still the force that binds, that connects, that keeps the cosmic dance alive. Now let us drift to another mystery, one that even the brightest minds of our time are still unraveling. As you lie there cozy and calm, imagine the universe not just as a collection of stars and galaxies, but as a vast ocean of unseen things. Scientists have discovered that the matter we can see, stars, planets, even you and me, makes up only a tiny fraction of what's out there. The rest, nearly a quarter of the universe, is something called dark matter. We can't see it, we can't touch it, but we know it's there because of gravity. Dark matters pull shapes the way galaxies spin. It holds them together in ways that visible matter alone cannot explain. Feel yourself sinking deeper into relaxation now, as we ponder this invisible force. Dark matter is like a silent partner in gravity's dance, always present, yet hidden from our eyes. And there's more, an even greater mystery called dark energy, a force that seems to push the universe apart, countering gravity's pull. Together, dark matter and dark energy make up most of the cosmos, a reminder of how much there still is to learn, how many stories the universe has yet to tell. As you rest tonight, let that thought wrap around you like a soft blanket, the idea that gravity is not just a force we feel, but a key to unlocking secrets we've only begun to dream of. Let's take a slow, gentle breath together, and imagine ourselves zooming out, seeing the universe as a whole, a tapestry of light and shadow, of seen and unseen, all woven together by gravity's patient hand. From the first moments after the Big Bang to the birth of stars to the silent pull of black holes and the hidden influence of dark matter, gravity has been there, guiding, shaping, holding. It's a force that doesn't rush, doesn't demand attention, but quietly ensures that everything finds its place. And as you lie there feeling the gentle weight of your own body against the earth, know that you too are part of this as we rest here together, floating in the boundless expanse of the universe. Let's allow our minds to stretch even further, to embrace the full wonder of gravity's role in this cosmic dance. Take a slow, deep breath now. Let your body melt a little deeper into your cozy space. And imagine with me the universe as a grand, intricate web. Every star, every galaxy, every unseen speck of dark matter, all connected by gravity's delicate threads. It's a web that spans billions of light years, a network so vast that our minds can only begin to grasp its beauty, yet so intimate that we feel its touch right here, right now, as we lie still under its gentle pull. Let us wander a little more to think about how gravity not only shapes what we see, but also what might be. Scientists with their telescopes and equations have peered into the farthest reaches of space, and they've noticed something extraordinary. Gravity doesn't just hold things together. It also bends the very path of light itself. Picture this with me, a distant star's light traveling across the cosmos, passing near a massive galaxy. And as it does, gravity warps space, curving the light's journey like a river bending around stone. This is called gravitational lensing, a phenomenon that lets us see things we otherwise couldn't. Distant galaxies, hidden worlds, magnified by gravity's unseen hand. As you rest tonight, imagine being that light gliding through the universe, gently guided by gravity's touch, revealing secrets as you go. Now let's drift to another thought, one that ties gravity to the very fate of the universe. Breathe softly and picture the cosmos as a living, breathing thing, expanding ever outward since the Big Bang. Gravity, as we've seen, pulls against this expansion, trying to draw everything back together. Scientists wonder, what will win in the end? Will gravity's pull eventually slow the expansion, causing the universe to collapse back on itself in a great crunch? Or will the mysterious dark energy we spoke of earlier, that unseen force pushing things apart, triumph, stretching the universe thinner and thinner until it fades into a cold, quiet void? No one knows for sure. And as you lie there, wrapped in the warmth of this moment, let that uncertainty be a comfort. The universe's story is still being written, and gravity is its steady, patient scribe. Let us linger on this idea, feeling the vastness of it all. Gravity is not just a force of the present. It's a force of history and destiny. It has guided the formation of every structure in the cosmos, from the smallest asteroid to the largest supercluster of galaxies. Those immense gatherings of thousands of galaxies, bound together by gravity's embrace. Imagine that now a supercluster, a city of galaxies stretching across millions of light years, each one home to billions of stars, and all of it held in place by the same force that keeps you grounded as you rest. Isn't it a beautiful thought? That the same gravity shaping the farthest reaches of space is the very force cradling you tonight. As we near the end of this cosmic journey, let's take a moment to simply be, to feel our connection to this grand dance. Close your eyes a little tighter if you can, and imagine yourself as part of the universe, not separate from it, but woven into its fabric. Every breath you take, every heartbeat, is tied to the same laws that govern the stars. Gravity doesn't discriminate. It doesn't choose. It simply is. It holds the tiniest particle and the mightiest black hole with equal care, and it holds you too, with a tenderness that's as old as time itself. Let that thought sink and let it wrap around you like a soft, warm breeze as we prepare to drift closer to home. Before we leave the vastness of the cosmos, let's gaze one last time at the night sky in your mind's eye. See the stars twinkling, the galaxies swirling, the invisible threads of gravity tying it all together. And as you watch, notice how small, yet how significant, our own little corner of the universe feels. Somewhere in that endless expanse, there's a tiny blue, a planet we call Earth, spinning quietly in the Milky Way's arms. Gravity has shaped it, too, just as it shaped the stars, and it's to this familiar place that we'll wander next. But for now, rest easy, let the weight of the universe fade into a gentle hum, and know that you're exactly where you're meant to be. Chapter 2, Gravity on Earth, the Silent Embrace. And so, my dear friend, let us drift now from the boundless expanse of the cosmos closer to home, to a small, beautiful world floating in the vastness of space. Picture with me a shimmering blue and green orb, wrapped in wisps of white clouds, spinning gently in the embrace of the Milky Way. This is our Earth, our sanctuary, a place where gravity's touch feels so familiar, so personal. Welcome to the next part of our journey, where we'll explore gravity's silent embrace right here on our planet. Settle in now, take a slow, deep breath, and let your body relax even deeper into your cozy space as we wander through this tale together. Imagine yourself standing on a quiet hillside, the cool grass beneath your feet, a soft breeze brushing against your skin. Feel that gentle weight, that steady pull, holding you to the ground. This is gravity at work, the same force that shapes galaxies and bends light across the universe, now keeping you rooted to this very spot. It's a force so constant, so ever-present, that we often forget it's there. But tonight, as you rest, let's take a moment to notice it. Feel the way your body presses against the earth, the way your feet stay firm, the way even your breath seems to settle under gravity's quiet care. Isn't it a comforting thought that this invisible force, this silent guardian, is always with us, holding us close? Let us linger here on this hillside in your mind and think about what gravity means for our world. Scientists tell us that Earth's gravity comes from its mass, the sheer weight of all the rock, water, and life that make up our planet. It's a pull that reaches out, drawing everything toward the center, ensuring that we don't float away into the void. Picture that now, the Earth as a giant nurturing sphere, its heart pulling you inward, keeping you safe. Without gravity, there would be no atmosphere to breathe, no oceans to cradle life, no ground to walk upon. As you lie there, wrapped in the warmth of this moment, let that sink in. Gravity isn't just a force, it's the foundation of everything we know. Now let's wander a little further to see how gravity shapes the simplest, most beautiful things around us. Imagine with me a tree standing tall on that hillside, its branches reaching for the sky, yet its roots firmly planted in the soil. Nearby, an apple hangs heavy on a branch until, with a soft thud, it falls to the ground. This small act, this everyday moment is gravity in action. It's a story as old as time, one that inspired a curious mind centuries ago, as we'll explore later in our tale. But for now, just picture that apple, rolling gently down the slope, coming to rest as if the earth itself reached out to catch it. Feel the wonder of that, the idea that gravity touches even the smallest things, guiding them with the same care it gives to the stars. As we drift deeper into this thought, let's turn our gaze to the broader canvas of nature. Breathe slowly now, and imagine standing by the edge of a vast ocean, the waves rolling and rising and falling in a rhythm as old as the earth itself. Did you know that gravity is the artist behind this dance? It's the pull of the moon, and to a lesser extent, the sun, that creates the tides, drawing the water toward them in a gentle, endless cycle. Picture that connection, the moon, hanging silently in the night sky, reaching across hundreds of thousands of miles to tug at the seas. And as the earth spins, gravity keeps those oceans in place, preventing them from spilling into space. Isn't that a lovely image to hold as you rest? The idea that gravity is a bridge linking the earth to the heavens, in a dance we can see and feel every day. Let us take a moment to simply be, to feel gravity's presence in the world around us. Close your eyes a little tighter if you can, and imagine a bird soaring above that ocean, its wings catching the wind, yet always returning to the ground. Even in flight, gravity is there a gentle reminder of home. Think of the rivers carving their way through mountains, always flowing downward, guided by gravity's hand. Think of the rain falling from the sky, each drop pulled to the earth, nourishing the soil. Gravity is everywhere, in every leaf that falls, in every step we take, in every breath that settles us into sleep. As you lie there now, let that thought wrap around you like a soft, warm blanket, the idea that gravity is not just a force, but a quiet companion, always by our side. As we rest here together, standing in the quiet beauty of our imagined hillside, let's allow our minds to wander a little deeper into the ways gravity shapes not just the world around us, but us too. Take a slow, calming breath now. Let your body sink even further into your cozy space. And imagine with me the simple act of standing, walking, or even lying down as you are now. Every movement, every moment of stillness is touched by gravity's gentle hand. It's a force so woven into our lives that we rarely stop to think about it. But tonight, as you drift towards sleep, let's explore how picture yourself now, rising from that hillside, taking a slow, deliberate step forward. Feel the way your foot presses against the ground, the way your body balances naturally, adjusting to gravity's pull without a second thought. This balance, this ability to stand and move, is a gift of gravity. Scientists tell us that our bodies have evolved over millions of years to work with this force, our bones growing strong to support our weight, our muscles learning to push against the earth's tug. Imagine that for a moment. The idea that every part of you, from the curve of your spine to the strength in your legs, is a quiet conversation with gravity, a partnership as old as life itself. As you rest there, let that thought settle over you like a warm, soft glow, knowing that gravity is shaped who you are. Let us drift a little further to think about how gravity touches not just our bodies, but the very way we live. Breathe deeply now, and imagine a bustling village or a quiet town, people building homes, crafting tools, planting crops. Every structure, every action is guided by gravity's presence. Think of a house standing firm on the ground, its foundation dug deep to resist the pull. Think of a farmer dropping seeds into the soil, trusting gravity to keep them in place until they sprout. Even the water we drink, flowing down from mountain streams or drawn from wells, moves under gravity's direction. As you lie there, wrapped in the comfort of this story, picture yourself as part of that cycle, connected to every builder, every grower, through the same force that holds the earth together. Now let's wander into the hidden ways gravity works within us, shaping life at its smallest levels. Close your eyes a little tighter if you can, and imagine the blood flowing through your veins, carrying oxygen and life to every corner of your being. Did you know that gravity plays a role here, too? It helps guide the flow, ensuring that your heart doesn't have to work alone to keep things moving. When you stand or sit, gravity pulls blood downward, and your body adjusts, tightening vessels and pumping harder to send it back up. But now, as you rest flat, feel how that effort eases, how gravity lets your heart relax just a little more. Isn't that a soothing thought? That even in your quietest moments, gravity is there, helping your body find its natural rhythm. As we linger on this idea, let's turn our gaze inward even further, to the very core of our planet. Breathe slowly now and picture the Earth not just as a surface of land to see, but as a layered living sphere. Deep beneath your feet, thousands of miles below, lies the Earth's heart, a molten core of iron and nickel spinning and churning with heat. Scientists believe this core is part of why gravity exists here. Its immense mass pulling everything toward it. And more than that, the spin of this core creates a magnetic field, a shield that protects us from harmful solar winds. Imagine that now, an invisible barrier woven by gravity and motion, guarding life on Earth. As you rest tonight, let that image wrap around you, the idea that gravity isn't just holding you to the surface. It's part of a greater force keeping our world safe. Let us take a moment to feel this connection, to sense how gravity ties us to the planet in ways both seen and unseen. Think of the mountains standing tall, their peaks shaped by gravity pulling rock downward over eons. Think of the valleys carved by rivers, always flowing to the lowest point under gravity's guidance. Even the air we breathe, the atmosphere hugging the earth, is held in place by this force, thinning as it stretches toward space but never letting go completely. Picture yourself breathing in that air now, feeling it fill your lungs, knowing that gravity ensures it's here for you. As you lie there cozy and calm, let the thought be a gentle lullaby, a reminder that gravity is the Earth's embrace, always surrounding you with care. As we rest here together, nestled in the quiet comfort of our imagined world, let's allow our minds to wander just a little further, to see how gravity paints the landscapes of our planet and nurtures the incredible diversity of life. Take a slow, deep breath now. Let your body melt even deeper into your cozy space. And imagine with me, standing at the edge of a vast canyon, its walls carved deep into the earth, a testament to time and gravity's patient hand. Feel the stillness of this place, the weight of the ground beneath you, as we explore the final threads of gravity's embrace here on Earth. Picture that canyon now, its rugged cliffs stretching down into shadow shaped over millions of years by the pull of gravity. Rivers, guided downward by this force, have worn away rock, carving paths through mountains and plains, creating wonders like the Grand Canyon or deep gorges hidden in forgotten corners of the world. Think of the pebbles and sand carried along by those waters, tumbling ever downward, always seeking the lowest point under gravity's direction. Isn't it a beautiful thought? That gravity, so silent and unseen, is a sculptor crafting the very face of our planet. One grain, one drop, one moment at a time. As you lie there, wrapped in the warmth of this story, let that image linger, the Earth as a canvas and gravity as its artist. Now let us drift to another wonder, the incredible variety of life that thrives under gravity's care. Breathe softly and imagine a dense, vibrant forest, trees towering above, their trunks strong and sturdy, built to withstand the constant pull. Nearby, a deer leaps graceful, its muscles honed by a lifetime of pushing against gravity's weight. High in the branches, a bird takes flight, defying the pull for just a moment before gliding back to rest. Every creature, from the smallest insect crawling on a leaf to the largest whale swimming in the ocean, has adapted to gravity's presence. Scientists tell us that life as we know it, our shapes, our strengths, our very existence is tied to this force. Without gravity's steady hand, life might never have taken root. As you rest tonight, let that sink in, the idea that gravity is not just a physical law, but a nurturer of life itself. Let us linger on this thought, feeling how gravity connects every living thing in a quiet, unspoken bond. Close your eyes a little tighter if you can, then picture a savanna stretching endlessly under a golden sun, giraffes reaching for high leaves, their long necks a response to gravity's challenge. Think of fish in the deep ocean, their bodies shaped to move through water, a medium held to earth by the same force. Even plants, turning their leaves toward the sky, grow upward in defiance of gravity, yet rely on it to anchor their roots. As you lie there cozy and calm, imagine being part of this web, connected to every blade of grass, every soaring eagle, through gravity's gentle pull. It's a force that doesn't just hold us down, it gives us a stage to live, to grow, to dream. As we near the end of this chapter, let's take a moment to reflect on gravity's silent embrace here on Earth. Breathe deeply now, and feel the weight of your own body, the way it rests so naturally against your bed or blanket, held by the same force that shapes canyons and guides rivers. Gravity is our constant companion, a force we feel in every step, every fall, every quiet moment of rest. It keeps our world together, from the air we breathe to the oceans that sway, from the mountains that stand to the creatures that roam. And as you rest here tonight, let that thought be a soft, comforting whisper, the idea that gravity is the Earth's way of saying, you belong here, you are home. Before we drift onward to the next part of our tale, let's gaze one last time at this beautiful planet in your mind's eye. See the rolling hills, the endless seas, the forests and deserts, all held in place by gravity's care. And see yourself a small but precious part of this world, cradled by the same force that has guided life for billions of years. We'll soon wander into the stories of how ancient minds understood this pull long before science gave a name. But for now, rest easy. Let the weight of the earth beneath you fade into a gentle hum, and know that you're exactly where you're meant to be. Chapter 3: Ancient Minds and the Pull of the Unknown. And so, my dear friend, let us drift now from a familiar embrace of our Earth into the distant past to a time when the world was a place of wonder and mystery, when the force we call gravity was not yet named, yet felt in every step, every fall, every gaze toward the heavens. Picture with me a quiet night thousands of years ago, a sky ablaze with stars, and a small group of people gathered around a flickering fire, their eyes wide with curiosity about the unseen forces that shape their lives. Welcome to the next part of our journey, where we'll explore how ancient minds understood the pull of the unknown. Settle in now, take a slow, deep breath, and let your body relax even deeper into your cozy space as we wander through this tale together. Imagine yourself sitting among those early humans, the warmth of the fire on your skin, the cool ground beneath you, holding you steady as it always has. These are our ancestors, people who lived long before science gave names to the laws of nature. Yet they felt gravity's presence just as we do. They noticed how stones rolled downhill, how rain fell from the sky, how their own bodies returned to the earth when they stumbled. Without equations or experiments, they knew there was a force, a silent pull tying them to the world. As you rest there, picture their wonder, their quiet awe at something so constant, yet so unexplained. Isn't it a comforting thought that even in the earliest days of humanity, gravity was a shared experience, a mystery that bound us all? Let us linger here by this ancient fire and think about how these early people wove gravity into their stories and beliefs. Breathe softly now and imagine their voices whispering tales of gods and spirits to explain the world's order. In many cultures, the earth itself was seen as a mother, a great, nurturing force that held everything in her embrace. For the ancient Greeks, the goddess Gaia was the personification of the earth, her strength keeping all things grounded, her love ensuring nothing drifted into the void. Picture that now, Gaia's arms reaching out, cradling mountains, rivers, and people alike, a poetic vision of gravity before it had a name. As you lie there, wrapped in the warmth of this moment, let that image settle over you, the idea that gravity was once seen as a divine hug, a sacred connection to the world. Now let's wander a little further to other corners of the ancient world, where different cultures saw this pull through their own unique lenses. Close your eyes a little tighter if you can, and imagine standing in the shadow of a great pyramid in ancient Egypt, the Nile River flowing nearby, reflecting the starlit sky. To the Egyptians, the earth was a flat expanse held by the god Geb, his body the very ground beneath their feet, his presence ensuring that all things stayed in place. They believed that the sky, embodied by the goddess Nut, arched over Geb, kept apart by the air god Shu, yet always drawn together by an unseen longing. Isn't that a beautiful way to think of gravity? As a longing, a pull between heaven and earth felt in the heart as much as in the body. As you rest tonight, let that story wrap around you, a reminder of how ancient minds turned the unknown into poetry. As we drift deeper into this tale, let's journey to the ancient lands of Mesopotamia, the cradle of some of humanity's earliest civilizations. Breathe slowly now and picture yourself walking through the bustling streets of Babylon. Clay tablets etched with stories of creation, temples reaching toward the sky. Here, the Sumerians and Babylonians told of a primordial chaos, a time before order, until the gods shaped the world and set rules to govern it. They didn't name gravity, but they understood that things fell, that the earth was a foundation, a gift from divine forces like Enki, the god of wisdom, who crafted the laws of nature. Imagine sitting with a Babylonian scribe, listening as he describes the weight of the world, a weight that keeps rivers flowing and crops growing. As you lie there cozy and calm, let that thought be a gentle hum, the idea that gravity was once a sacred rule, a balance woven by the gods. Let us take a moment to feel this ancient wonder, to sense how gravity, though unnamed, was a thread in the tapestry of early human thought. Think of the indigenous peoples of the Americas, like the Navajo, who saw the earth as a living being to pull a sign of harmony between all things. Think of ancient Chinese philosophies where the concept of yin and yang hinted at balance, a downward force matched by an upward spirit, keeping the world in equilibrium. Even without telescopes or formulas, these cultures felt gravity's truth. They built their lives around it, from the way they hunted to the way they prayed. As you rest now, let that connection sink in, the idea that gravity has always been with us, a silent partner in humanity's oldest stories. As we rest here together, gathered around the flickering fire of ancient times, let's allow our minds to wander a little deeper into the past, to the moments when humanity began to question the unseen pull of the earth with more than just stories and myths. Take a slow, calming breath now. Let your body sink even further into your cozy space. And imagine with me a world of curious thinkers, philosophers, and scholars who sought to understand why things fall, why the ground holds us so firmly. We're still far from the age of modern science, but these early minds laid the first stones on the path to discovering gravity's true nature. Let's explore their ideas together as we drift through this quiet tale. Picture yourself now walking through the sunlit streets of ancient Greece some 2,400 years ago, where the air hums with debate and wonder. Here, a man named Aristotle, one of history's greatest thinkers, sits beneath an olive tree, pondering the nature of the world. To Aristotle, everything in the universe had a natural place, a proper order. He believed that objects fell to the earth because it was their destiny to return to their rightful spot at the center of all things. Imagine that for a moment, the idea that a stone or an apple doesn't just fall, but seeks its home, drawn by an innate desire to rest where it belongs. As you lie there, wrapped in the warmth of this story, let that thought settle over you, a poetic vision of gravity as a longing for harmony long before it was measured or named. Let us linger on Aristotle's ideas, feeling the weight of his influence across centuries. Breathe deeply now and picture him observing the world, noting how heavier objects seem to fall faster than lighter ones, a belief that would stand for nearly 2,000 years. To him, the earth was the heart of the universe, and all things moved toward it naturally, pulled by their own essence. Fire and air, he thought, rose upward to the heavens, while earth and water sought the ground. It wasn't quite the gravity we know today, but it was a step, a whisper of understanding that something governed the way things moved. As you rest tonight, imagine sitting with Aristotle, watching a leaf drift to the ground and wondering, as he did, what invisible force guides its path. Now let's wander to another part of the ancient world, to the vibrant lands of India, where scholars, too, pondered the mysteries of the earth's pull. Close your eyes a little tighter if you can, and imagine yourself in a quiet ashram, surrounded by ancient texts, some dating back over 2,000 years. Here, thinkers like Aryabhata, a brilliant astronomer and mathematician from the 5th century, wrote of the earth as a sphere spinning in space. He suggested that objects stayed on the earth not just by chance, but because of a force of pull that kept them in place. Though he didn't call it gravity, his ideas hinted at an attraction, a bond between the earth and all things upon it. Isn't that a beautiful thought? That across oceans and cultures, minds were reaching for the same truth, feeling gravity's presence in their own unique ways. As you lie there cozy and calm, let that connection wrap around you, a reminder of humanity's shared curiosity. As we drift deeper into this tale, let's journey to the ancient Middle East and Mediterranean, where other early thinkers added their voices to this growing chorus of wonder. Breathe slowly now and picture yourself in the great city of Alexandria, a hub of knowledge in the ancient world, around 300 BCE. Here, a philosopher named Strato of Lampsacus, a student of Aristotle's school, began to question his teacher's ideas. Strato proposed that all objects fall because of a natural tendency, an inherent pull toward the earth, and he even suggested experiments to test how things move through the air. Imagine that a mind so curious, so bold, that it sought to look beyond myth and tradition to find answers in observation. As you rest now, let that image be a gentle hum, the idea that gravity's mystery was slowly unraveling, one question at a time. Let us take a moment to feel this ancient quest for understanding, to sense how these early ideas, though incomplete, were like stars in a vast night sky, each one a flicker of light on a path to truth. Think of the Chinese scholars of the Han Dynasty, around the same time, recorded observations of falling objects and the balance of forces in nature, their writings on harmony echoing the pull they felt but couldn't name. Think of the Mayan astronomers in Mesoamerica, who built towering pyramids aligned with the heavens, their understanding of the Earth's stability woven into their sacred architecture. Even without the tools of modern science, these cultures sensed gravity's hand. They built their lives and beliefs around it. As you lie there, nestled in the comfort of this moment, let that thought be a soft blanket, the idea that gravity has always been a puzzle, drawing humanity closer to its secrets with every passing age. As we rest here together, surrounded by the whispers of ancient curiosity, let's allow our minds to wander just a little further into the past, to the later thinkers and scholars who built upon the early musings of gravity's pull, bringing us closer to the edge of scientific understanding. Take a slow, deep breath now. Let your body melt even deeper into your cozy space. And imagine with me a world where ideas are beginning to take shape, where observations and experiments start to replace pure wonder with the seeds of knowledge. Let's explore these final threads of ancient thought as we drift through this quiet tale. Picture yourself now standing in the bustling city of Syracuse, on the island of Sicily around 250 BCE. Here, a brilliant mind named Archimedes, a mathematician, engineer, and inventor, ponders the forces that govern the world. While Archimedes is best known for his work on buoyancy and levers, he also thought deeply about balance and weight, concepts tied closely to what we now call gravity. Imagine him in his workshop, carefully balancing objects on a scale, observing how they settle under the Earth's pull. He didn't name gravity, but his studies of how things rest and move hinted at an unseen force, a constant presence shaping every action. As you lie there, wrapped in the warmth of this story, let that image linger, the idea of Archimedes as a quiet pioneer, feeling gravity's touch through his ingenious machines. Now let us drift forward in time to the medieval world, where scholars in different lands continued to wrestle with the mystery of why things fall. Breathe softly and imagine yourself in the great libraries of the Islamic Golden Age around the 9th to 12th centuries in cities like Baghdad and Cordoba. Here, thinkers like Al-Khwarizmi and Ibn al-Haytham, masters of mathematics and optics, studied the natural world with meticulous care. While their focus was often on astronomy and light, they also recorded observations of motion and weight, building on Greek and Indian ideas. Another scholar, al-Biruni, writing in the 11th century, even suggested that the Earth's pull might vary with distance, a faint echo of what would later become Newton's law of gravitation. Isn't that a beautiful thought? That in the quiet of ancient libraries, minds were inching closer to gravity's truth, one careful note at a time. As you rest tonight, let that connection settle over you, a reminder of humanity's patient quest for understanding. Let us linger on this era, feeling the slow shift from myth to method. Close your eyes a little tighter if you can, and picture yourself in medieval Europe around the 13th and 14th centuries, where scholars in monasteries and early universities revisited Aristotle's teachings. Thinkers like Thomas Aquinas wove natural philosophy into theology, seeing the Earth's pull as part of God's divine order of force that kept creation in harmony. Others, like Jean Buridan, a French philosopher, began to challenge old ideas, proposing that objects fall due to an inherent impetus or motion, a step away from Aristotle's notion of natural place. Imagine sitting in a dimly lit hall, listening to these debates, sensing the stirrings of a new way of thinking. As you lie there cozy and calm, let that thought be a gentle hum, the idea that gravity's mystery was no longer just a story, but a question begging for answers. As we near the end of this chapter, let's take a moment to reflect on how far these ancient and medieval minds carried us. Breathe deeply now and feel the weight of history, the countless generations who looked at a falling leaf or a rolling stone and wondered why. From the myths of Gaia and Geb to the philosophies of Aristotle and Aryabhata, to the observations of Archimedes and al-Biruni, humanity felt gravity's presence long before it had name. They built myths to explain it, philosophies to frame it, and early experiments to test it, each idea a stepping stone toward the revelations that would come later. As you rest here tonight, let that journey wrap around you like a soft, warm blanket, The idea that gravity has always been a shared puzzle drawing us together across time and culture. Before we drift onward to the next part of our tale, let's gaze one last time at this ancient world in your mind's eye. See the flickering fires of early storytellers, the quiet libraries of medieval scholars, the curious hands of inventors balancing their tools. And see yourself connected to them through the same force they sought to understand, held by the earth just as they were. We'll soon wander into the stories of the pioneers who finally named and measured gravity. But for now, rest easy. Let the weight of history fade into a gentle whisper, and know that you're exactly where you're meant to be. Chapter 4. The Pioneers of Gravity, a Historical Journey. And so, my dear friend, let us drift now from the ancient whispers of myth and early philosophy into a new era, a time when curiosity and observation began to unravel the true nature of the force that holds us to the earth. Picture with me a quiet countryside in 17th century England, rolling green hills under a gray sky, and a solitary figure sitting beneath an apple tree, lost in thought. Welcome to the next part of our journey, where we'll explore the pioneers of gravity, the brilliant minds who gave this invisible pull a name and a law. Settle in now, take a slow, deep breath, and let your body relax even deeper into your cozy space as we wander through this tale together. Imagine yourself standing in that English countryside. The year is 1666, and the man beneath the tree is none other than Isaac Newton, a young mathematician and scientist whose ideas would change the world forever. The story goes that as Newton sat there, an apple fell from the branch above, striking the ground with a soft thud. In that simple moment, a spark of inspiration ignited. Why did the apple fall straight down? Why not sideways or upward? What force drew it to the earth? As you rest there, picture Newton's wonder, his mind racing with questions about the unseen power at work. Isn't it a comforting thought that a single everyday event, something as small as a falling apple, could lead to one of humanity's greatest discoveries? Let us linger here in this quiet orchard and think about how Newton pieced together the puzzle of gravity. Breathe softly now and imagine him returning to his study, quill in hand, scribbling notes by candlelight. Over the years that followed, Newton developed his theory of universal gravitation, a revolutionary idea that explained not just why apples fall, but why the moon orbits the earth, why the planets circle the sun. He proposed that every object in the universe attracts every other object, a pull that depends on their mass and the distance between them. Picture that now, the idea of an invisible thread connecting all things from the smallest pebble to the mightiest star, all governed by the same law. As you lie there, wrapped in the warmth of this moment, let that thought settle over you. The beauty of a single rule uniting the heavens and the earth. Now let's wander a little further to understand the depth of Newton's insight. Close your eyes a little tighter if you can, and imagine looking over his shoulder as he writes his masterpiece, the Principia Mathematica, published in 1687. In this work, Newton described gravity as a force, one that could be calculated and predicted. He showed how it kept the planets in their paths, how it caused the tides to rise and fall with the moon's pull, how it governed every motion we see. His equations were like a key unlocking secrets that had puzzled humanity for millennia. Isn't that a beautiful image to hold as you rest? The idea that gravity, once a divine mystery, became a measurable truth thanks to the quiet persistence of one man's mind. As you lie there, cozy and calm, let that discovery wrap around you, a reminder of how far curiosity can carry us. As we drift deeper into this tale, let's take a moment to feel the impact of Newton's work on the world around him. Breathe slowly now and picture the scientists and thinkers of the time, reading his words, marveling at how they could now predict the motion of comets or the swing of a pendulum. Newton's gravity wasn't just a theory. It was a foundation, a way to understand the clockwork of the universe. Sailors used his ideas to navigate by the stars. Engineers built machines with a new grasp of weight and balance. And philosophers saw the world as a place of order, not chaos. Imagine being part of that era, feeling the excitement of a new age dawning, an age where gravity was no longer just felt, but known. As you rest tonight, let that thought be a gentle hum, the idea that one apple's fall rippled through history, changing how we see ourselves in the cosmos. Let us take a moment to simply be, to sense how Newton's discovery tied the ancient past to the future. Think of all the storytellers and scholars we've met, from Aristotle to Al-Biruni, whose questions paved the way for this moment. Think of how Newton stood on their shoulders, blending observation with mathematics to reveal gravity as a universal force. Even as you lie there now, feeling the earth's pull beneath you, know that it was Newton who first explained why, who gave us the language to describe this silent embrace. As you rest, wrapped in the comfort of this story, let that connection sink in, the idea that gravity's journey from myth to science is a story of human wonder, unfolding across centuries. As we rest here together, lingering in the quiet aftermath of Isaac Newton's groundbreaking revelations, let's allow our minds to drift forward in time to another era of discovery, where a new genius would reshape our understanding of gravity in ways no one could have imagined. Take a slow, calming breath now. Let your body sink even further into your cozy space, and imagine with me a small office in early 20th century Europe, papers strewn across a desk, and a man with wild hair and thoughtful eyes scribbling equations that would change the world. We're stepping into the life of Albert Einstein, a pioneer who took Newton's ideas and wove them into a deeper, stranger tapestry of reality. Let's explore his story together as we wander through this quiet tale. Picture yourself now standing in the city of Bern, Switzerland in the year 1905, where a young Albert Einstein works as a patent clerk by day, but dreams of the universe by night. Already his mind is buzzing with radical ideas, and over the next decade, he will unveil a theory that transforms how we see gravity. This is his theory of relativity, first the special theory in 1905, and then the general theory in 1915, a vision of the cosmos where gravity is no longer just a force pulling things together, but a bending of space and time itself. Imagine that for a moment, the idea that the fabric of reality warps around massive object like a ball pressing into a stretched sheet, guiding everything along curved paths. As you lie there, wrapped in the warmth of this story, let that thought settle over you, a poetic vision of gravity as a dance of space and time, far beyond what Newton could have dreamed. Let us linger on Einstein's insight, feeling the wonder of his strange, beautiful ideas. Breathe deeply now and picture him gazing out a window, imagining the universe not as a rigid stage, but as a flexible, dynamic web. According to Einstein, massive objects like the Earth or the Sun create curves in this web of space-time, and smaller objects like apples or planets follow those curves, falling or orbiting not because of a mysterious pull, but because of the shape of reality itself. It's why the moon stays near us, why light bends as it passes a star, why time itself slows near a black hole. Isn't that a breathtaking thought? That gravity isn't just a force we feel, but a geometry we live within, a cosmic landscape sculpted by mass and energy. As you rest tonight, let that image wrap around you. The idea of floating along space-time's gentle curves, guided by the universe's own design. Now let's wander a little further to see how Einstein's theory was proven and how it changed the world. Close your eyes a little tighter if you can, and imagine the year 1919 solar eclipse darkening the sky, and astronomers around the world watching closely. Einstein had predicted that the sun's mass would bend the light of distant stars, shifting their apparent positions during the eclipse. When the observations matched his calculations, the world took notice. Newspapers hailed a new era of science, and Einstein became a household name. Picture that moment, the quiet thrill of discovery, as scientists confirmed that gravity could indeed warp light, just as spacetime's curve suggested. As you lie there cozy and calm, let that triumph be a gentle hum, a reminder of how one man's imagination unveiled a deeper truth about the force that holds us. As we drift deeper into this tale, let's take a moment to feel the impact of Einstein's work on our understanding of the universe. Breathe slowly now, and imagine the ripple effects of his ideas reaching far beyond the quiet office where they were born. General relativity explained mysteries Newton's gravity couldn't, like the odd wobble in Mercury's orbit around the sun, a tiny discrepancy that fit perfectly with Einstein's curved spacetime. It also opened doors to new wonders predicting black holes, where gravity is so strong that spacetime folds in on itself, and even the expansion of the universe, a concept later confirmed by astronomers. Imagine being part of that unfolding story, feeling the awe of a cosmos more complex, more connected than anyone had thought. As you rest now, let that thought be a soft blanket, the idea that gravity is not just a pull, but a window into the universe's deep. Let us take a moment to simply be, to sense how Einstein built upon Newton's foundation, not by replacing it, but by expanding it into realms of wonder. Think of how Newton's laws still guide us in everyday life, from building bridges to launching rockets, while Einstein's relativity reveals the extremes, the behavior of gravity near immense masses or at incredible speeds. Together, their ideas form a bridge, connecting the familiar weight we feel to the cosmic mysteries we dream of. Even as you lie there now, feeling the Earth's steady hold, know that it was Einstein who showed us gravity's stranger side, a force that shapes not just motion, but time itself. As you rest, wrapped in the comfort of this moment, let that connection sink in, the idea that gravity's story is one of evolving understanding, a journey from an apple's fall to the bending of light. As we rest here together, marveling at the profound insights of Albert Einstein and the enduring foundation laid by Isaac Newton, let's allow our minds to linger a little longer in this era of discovery, reflecting on how these two giants shaped our understanding of gravity and how their work continues to guide us even today. Take a slow, deep breath now. Let your body melt even deeper into your cozy space, and imagine with me a quiet library filled with books of science and history, each page a testament to humanity's journey to comprehend the force that holds us to the earth. Let's wrap up this chapter with a gentle look at their combined legacy and a glimpse toward the questions that still linger as we drift through this quiet tale. Picture yourself now sitting in that library, a heavy tome open before you, its pages detailing the lives of Newton and Einstein. Newton, with his apple and his laws of motion, gave us a way to predict the fall of objects and the dance of planets, a practical understanding of gravity that built the modern world. His equations helped us map the seas, design machines, and reach for the stars. Then came Einstein with his vision of curved spacetime, showing us that gravity is more than a force. It's the very shape of reality, explaining mysteries like the bending of light and the nature of black holes. Imagine that for a moment, two minds, centuries apart, yet connected by a shared quest to understand the same invisible pull. As you lie there, wrapped in the warmth of this story, let that thought settle over you, the beauty of their ideas weaving together, forming a tapestry of knowledge that still holds us in awe. Let us linger on this legacy, feeling how their discoveries ripple through time. Breathe softly now, and think of the countless others who stood between and alongside them, contributing smaller but vital pieces to the puzzle of gravity. Picture Galileo Galilei, in the late 16th and early 17th centuries, dropping objects from the Leaning Tower of Pisa, showing that all things fall at the same rate regardless of weight, challenging Aristotle's ancient ideas and paving the way for Newton. Think of Johannes Kepler, whose laws of planetary motion described the elliptical paths of planets, laws that Newton later explained with gravity. Even in Einstein's time, scientists like Arthur Eddington, who led the 1919 eclipse expedition, helped confirm relativity's predictions. Isn't that a comforting thought? That gravity's story isn't just about two pioneers, but a chorus of curious minds, each adding a note to the melody. As you rest tonight, let that harmony wrap around you, a reminder of humanity's collective wonder. Now let's wander a little further to see how Newton's and Einstein's ideas live on in our world today. Close your eyes a little tighter if you can, and imagine the technologies and achievements born from their work. Think of satellites orbiting Earth, their paths calculated with Newton's laws, beaming signals that connect us across continents. Think of GPS systems in our cars and phones, relying on Einstein's relativity to account for time dilation in space, ensuring pinpoint accuracy. Even our exploration of the cosmos, from landing on the moon to probing distant galaxies, rests on their understanding of gravity. Picture that now: a rocket piercing the sky, or a telescope capturing light bent by a distant star's gravity. All possible because of these pioneers. As you lie there, cozy and calm, let the thought be a gentle hum, the idea that gravity science touches our lives in ways both grand and small. As we near the end of this chapter, let's take a moment to reflect on how far we've come and how much still remains unknown. Breathe deeply now and feel the weight of history, the journey from ancient myths to precise equations, from falling apples to warp space-time. Newton and Einstein gave us tools to grasp gravity's nature, yet even their brilliance couldn't answer every question. Scientists today still ponder gravity's deepest secrets, wondering how it fits with the strange rules of quantum physics, or what role it plays in the unseen dark matter and dark energy that dominate the universe. As you rest here tonight, let that mystery be a soft, comforting whisper. The idea that gravity's story is not yet finished, that there are still chapters to write in this cosmic tale. Before we drift onward to the next part of our journey, let's gaze one last time at these pioneers in your mind's eye. See Newton beneath his apple tree, Einstein at his cluttered desk, and all the thinkers in between, each gazing at the same force that hold you now. We'll soon wander into the modern mysteries of gravity, the questions that linger in the minds of today's dreamers and scientists. But for now, rest easy. Let the weight of their discoveries fade into a gentle lullaby, and know that you're exactly where you're meant to be, cradled by the same gravity they sought to understand. Chapter 5. Gravity in Our Dreams, Modern Mysteries. And so, my dear friend, let us drift now from the solid ground of historical discovery into the ethereal realm of modern science, a place where gravity's story continues to unfold with questions as vast as the universe itself. Picture with me a quiet observatory under a star-filled sky, or a laboratory humming with strange machines, where today's scientists and dreamers ponder the deepest mysteries of the force that holds us together. Welcome to the next part of our journey, where we'll explore gravity in our dreams, the enigmas and possibilities that linger just beyond our grasp. Settle in now, take a slow, deep breath, and let your body relax even deeper into your cozy space as we wander through this tale together. Imagine yourself standing in that observatory, gazing through a telescope at the endless expanse of space, feeling the gentle pull of the earth beneath you. Even with all we've learned from Newton and Einstein, gravity remains one of science's greatest puzzles. We know it shapes the cosmos, from the orbit of planets to the collapse of stars, but there are secrets it still keeps. One of the biggest mysteries is how gravity fits with the strange, tiny world of quantum physics, the rules that govern particles smaller than we can imagine. Breathe softly now and picture this clash of ideas: gravity as a smooth, predictable force on the grand scale, yet seemingly at odds with the chaotic, probabilistic dance of atoms and subatomic particles. Scientists dream of a theory that unites these worlds, a theory of everything, often called quantum gravity. As you lie there, wrapped in the warmth of this moment, let that thought settle over you. The idea of gravity as a bridge waiting to be built, connecting the vast and the minuscule in one harmonious truth. Let us linger on this dream, feeling the wonder of a universe not yet fully understood. Close your eyes a little tighter if you can, and imagine the efforts of physicists working on this puzzle, scribbling equations late into the night, or running experiments in massive underground labs. Two leading ideas stand out in this quest: string theory and loop quantum gravity. In string theory, the universe is made of tiny vibrating strings, and gravity emerges as one of their melodies of force carried by a hypothetical particle called the graviton. In loop quantum gravity, space and time themselves are woven from tiny discrete loops, and gravity is the texture of this fabric. Isn't that a beautiful image to hold as you rest? The thought that gravity might be a song or a weave, hidden in the smallest corners of reality. As you lie there cozy and calm, let that mystery wrap around you. A reminder that science is still a story of imagination, reaching for answers in the unknown. Now let's wander a little further, to another enigma that gravity whispers to us, the mystery of dark matter and dark energy. Breathe deeply now and picture the universe as a vast, unseen ocean, where the stars and galaxies we see are just the surface, and beneath lies a hidden depth. Scientists tell us that visible matter, everything we can touch or observe, makes up only about 5% of the universe. Another 27% is dark matter, an invisible substance we can't detect directly, but we know it's there because of gravity. Its pull shapes how galaxies spin and cluster, holding them together in ways normal matter can't explain. Then there's dark energy, about 68% of the universe, a mysterious force that seems to push space apart, countering gravity's pull and driving the universe's accelerating expansion. Imagine that now gravity as a silent witness to these unseen forces, revealing their presence through its effects. As you rest tonight, let that thought be a gentle hum, the idea that gravity is our guide to a cosmos mostly hidden from our eyes. As we drift deeper into this tale, let's explore another dreamy question, the nature of gravity at the universe's extremes. Take a slow breath and picture a black hole, that cosmic abyss where gravity is so strong that not even light can escape. Einstein's relativity predicts these strange objects, and we've observed their effects. Yet what happens at their heart, in the singularity where space-time collapses, remains a mystery. Does gravity break down there? Do the laws of physics, as we know them, cease to apply? Scientists wonder if unlocking gravity's behavior in such places could reveal new dimensions, or even gateways to other universes. Imagine floating near a black hole in your minds, feeling the pull of the unknown, a pull that challenges everything we think we understand. As you lie there, nestled in the comfort of this moment, let that wonder sink in the idea that gravity might be a key to realms beyond our wildest dreams. Let us take a moment to ponder one final mystery, the very origin of gravity itself. Breathe slowly now, and imagine the first moments after the Big Bang, that explosive birth of the universe we spoke of so long ago in our tale. In those fleeting instants, gravity emerged as one of the four fundamental forces alongside electromagnetism and the nuclear forces. But why does gravity exist at all? Why is it so much weaker than the other forces, yet so dominant over vast distances? Some scientists speculate that gravity might leak into other dimensions we can't see, part of a larger reality hidden from us. Others wonder if gravity's strength was set by chance, a delicate balance that allowed stars, planets, and life to form. Picture that now, the universe as a fragile harmony, gravity's gentle touch just right for us to exist. As you rest, wrapped in the warmth of this story, let that thought be a soft blanket, the idea that gravity might be a cosmic gift tailored to cradle life. As we near the end of this chapter, let's reflect on how these modern mysteries keep gravity alive in our dreams. Feel the weight of the earth beneath you, the same force that puzzles today's greatest minds, from quantum labs to observatories scanning the skies. Gravity is no longer just a solved equation. It's a frontier, a question mark at the edge of science. Will we one day find the graviton, or unite gravity with quantum rules? Will we uncover the true nature of dark matter, or peer into the heart of a black hole? As you rest here tonight, let those unanswered questions be a soothing whisper, a reminder that gravity's story is still being written, and that you, too, are part of its unfolding wonder. Before we drift to the final part of our tale, let's gaze one last time at this dreamy landscape of modern science in your mind's eye. See the flickering screens of particle colliders, the distant galaxies captured by telescopes, the quiet minds imagining what gravity might yet reveal. We'll soon wind down with a gentle reflection on all we've explored. But for now, rest easy. Let the weight of these mysteries fade into a tender lullaby, and know that you're exactly where you're meant to be, held by gravity's timeless embrace. Conclusion and wind down. And so, my dear friend, as our journey through the story of gravity comes to a close, let us take a moment to rest in the quiet beauty of all we've explored together. Take a slow, deep breath now. Feel your body sinking deeper into your cozy space. And imagine with me the gentle weight of the earth beneath you, the vastness of the cosmos above, and the invisible threads of gravity weaving it all into a tender embrace. Picture yourself lying beneath a starry sky, the soft glow of distant galaxies twinkling like lullabies, the steady pull of gravity holding you safe and sound. We've wandered from the birth of the universe to the silent dance of stars and planets, from ancient myths to the brilliant minds who uncovered gravity's secrets, and into the mysteries that still whisper in the night. As you rest here now, let those stories wrap around you like a warm blanket, a sanctuary of calm and wonder. Let us breathe together, slowly and gently, feeling the rhythm of the universe in your breath, the pulse of gravity in your heart. Imagine the Earth's embrace, steady and sure, a reminder that you are part of something vast and beautiful, connected to every star, every planet, every living thing. As you drift toward sleep, let your mind float on the gentle waves of this tale, carried by the quiet strength of gravity's pull. There is no rush, no need to hold on, just a slow, peaceful journey into rest. Thank you for joining me on this cosmic voyage. Until we meet again, may your dreams be filled with stars and your heart with peace.